In our last video, we talked about just-in-time administration, and now we're going to talk about just-enough administration. So what is just-enough administration? Well, it's part of the Privileged Access Administration Best Policies, which we also discussed in our last video. Once again, don't confuse Privileged Access Administration with IPAM, which has to do with IP address management. The difference between just-in-time administration and just-enough administration is just-in-time administration uses Microsoft Identity Manager, which is a GUI-based program to handle identity management. Just-enough administration is 100% PowerShell based. Once again, our problem is too many people have too many rights. So the answer for just-enough administration, remove all their rights. So how do we do that? Well, we replace them with just enough rights so the administrators will still be able to access the tools and the resources they need to do their job. So how do we do that? Well, we download a package from Microsoft. It's the JEA package from the Microsoft developers Learn PowerShell Coding. Once we do that, we can configure it to work for just enough administration. However, you're going to need to be a programmer in order to insert it into the application programmer interface of the applications where you'd like JEA to work. The programming piece of this goes beyond the scope of the certification test. However, the concepts of JEA are also important. We are now in one of our Windows Server 2016 virtual machines, and what we're going to do is we're going to type a command in order to download automatically the JEA files. Let's start by typing install-module xjea. And there'll be a little bit of a delay, but then it'll prompt you to choose to go ahead and install, and yes, we will do that. And now the download begins. We'll go ahead and choose yes, even though it's an untrusted repository. And now it's installed. But how do we know that it's installed? Well, all we have to do is type a command to find out. And that command is find-module-name xjea. We'll hit enter. And there we see it. xjea has been installed. The next steps are really up to the programmers to put this in action with their application programming interfaces on their applications. And then once that happens, the JEA process begins, just as we previously discussed. Just enough administration allows companies to limit the amount of rights given to junior or specified administrators. This can help keep the company from being compromised by an attacker.